What it is, world, it's your boy, MC Scoop here, you know. Some people may know me as Regis, Mr. Tucker, you know. I'm just out here getting the inside scoop. So that's my job to provide to everybody, you feel me? That's the whole role. So if you're not following us on Twitter, you'll see it scrolling somewhere. Or you can look it in the back. And the next thing I want to say, are you in? Because if you aren't in, you need to get in. So go check this out. So right now, what I'm doing on the site, free movies. And our own content. So come check us out. We're going to have more dope stuff coming fourth quarter. It's going to be crazy. But enough about the inside scoop. We're here to talk about my man, DJ Redz.
Yes, indeed.
You know what I mean?
What's going on,
what man?
How you feeling, man? Thanks for having me. Appreciate you having me in here. What's going on?
All right. Hey, if you don't know, I mean, this Mr. Do It All. I mean, so tell the people, what do you do?
Like you said, I do it all, man. Kind of the modern day renaissance, man. Like I said, I'm CEO of X1051 Radio. It's a brand new internet radio station that just launched back in March. We're going strong, representing the DMV as well as the rest of the world, putting on for unsigned artists all over the country, as well as providing, you know, radio programming that has not been done at any other radio station. We try to combine so many different genres, and it's like a melting pot of collective genres of music on one station, and we seem to successfully do it because I've actually let the DJs run the show. You know, it gets to a point where the DJs are the people that actually run the whole music situation, as far as the clubs, the radio, everything. And you know, we got these radio stations out here that are run by program directors that have no background.
Hold on.
Sometimes,
hold on.
What's going on?
I didn't want to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't seen any of our episodes or the purpose of what we do, this is going to be a very unorthodox interview, and it's going to be very outside the box. So I stopped him there because this is one of the critical issues. I'm all for the community all the way. So this man started his dream to create his radio station because of let's say, I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna put it on the record.
Okay.
Let's keep it funky.
Okay.
So I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, and my demographic demo, you know what I'm saying, most black African Americans, like hip hop. And our only hip hop station is what?
92Q.
That's cool. That's cool.
I might say the only station.
You know what I mean? Me personally, I salute everybody. You know what I mean? I salute the veterans in the station. You know what I mean? It's no shade, but y'all can do a better job for our community, and y'all need to get some new blood in there. And that's just on the record. So let's get it back in there. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Like I said, you know, we try to provide programming that's, like you said, out the box, unorthodox. And with us being on the internet, it gives us an advantage because we're not bound by the laws of the FCC to play the same songs 5 times a day. Every hour you hear the same thing. So also with us having such a large collection of DJs, it gives us a chance to offer different types of genres, different styles of music. You know, you're bound to tune in. If you're from Baltimore, you're bound to find your favorite DJ on our station. I mean, most of the DJs that we have employed there work at a lot of the bigger clubs in Baltimore.
Can you tell me a few clubs and some of your roster?
Man, shouts to my man DJ J. Rel. He's down at 2 O'Clock Club. DJ Jules, Norma Jeans. We got so many other DJs there's a collection of them that do Club Dubai, which we do a lot of events. We cover a lot of the bigger events down there. Big shouts to Tracy Stafford. And
birthday coming soon, by the way.
Oh yeah, Future. Make sure y'all in the building. Future. And my man Test Me, right out of Baltimore. Yeah, he just got signed 2 Futures label free bands. Big shout outs to Test Me.
Inside School.
Indeed. And you know, make sure you're in the building. Dubai 200 East Redwood Street in Baltimore. We will be in the building. X105 be broadcasting live. So, you know, we try to put on, man. We just trying to do something that no other station has done before in this city. And you know, the support has been great. We at this point, we're 7 months in, got a little over 250,000 listeners, you know, so and it's steadily growing, man.
I know we was talking off cameras. You was telling me you actually getting a lot more support outside of the DMV people. He gets more love from outside of here.
It's crazy because, you know, I wanted to start something here that was going to create, you know, a new balance as far as the radio situation. Because like you said, 92Q is the only station that is here in Baltimore that people actually, you know, go to get new music and everything. But, you know, with us introducing something new, I think with this city, you know, they can be kind of standoffish with something that's brand new. I mean, I'm looking at it from the outside in. A lot of things that do come to this city that are successful had been co-signed by something else, you know, just to say, okay, this is validation that this is cool for you to do, or this is cool for you to participate in, and then, you know, they'll start doing it, you know, start participating. But, you know, like I said, I get support here, but we do get a lot more support from other cities and other countries. I mean, we're 80 countries strong so far. So 80 countries.
80 countries. Wow.
80 countries strong. So, you know, like I said, the support is coming, but it's so much slower here. It's so much slower. But, you know, we've got a lot of listeners in Miami. Virginia's been giving us a lot of love. LA, Texas. We get a lot of love from Houston. A lot of down south Atlanta.
So you around what we call it, the chicken battle. You know, if he was in the Motown days.
Yeah. I mean, our whole thing was, since I didn't want to make the station too localized. You know, with us being on the internet, we had the power to reach out to the whole world. You know, and you know, with us doing that, we kind of based our advertisement and our promotions around the major cities in the U.S. So, you know, we started off here in Baltimore. The next spot was D.C., which was our second highest listening state, and we moved there from Virginia, Philly, and kind of just hit the whole Eastern Seaboard and kind of just swept across the country.
Wow.
So, you know, outside of that, you know, a lot of countries that tune into internet radio can find us on iTunes, Windows Media Player, just Googling us. You know, we're out there. So
inside scoop.
Yeah.
It's the inside scoop,
Indeed,
people. You feel me?
Make sure y'all are in, man.
Yeah, definitely. So, all right. So that's crazy, yo. But let's get into the juice of things, man.
Okay.
I had to shout my man out because, if you haven't heard, he be holding down one of the DJ spots for the MG tour on the 17th.
Yes, indeed.
At the First Marin Arena, by the way. So get your tickets soon. Who's on that roster too?
Oh man,
tell me how you got.
Oh
how
man,
you get into this position of it? That's a good look.
The roster includes Rick Ross, Wale, Meek Mill, and Bad Boy is bringing Machine Gun Kelly down.
Yo.
So it's going to be a wild time, and we got a group here from Baltimore that's actually going to be opening up for the concert. Money Team Mafia, big shouts to Dope Boy Fresh and Beast the Bully. Distinguished Society, big shouts to my man Bonky. And, you know, they're going to be opening up for the whole situation. And how I stumbled across that was they actually, I'm saying Dope Boy Fresh and Beast the Bully, which are the rappers that are opening up. They actually came down to Dubai for Chief Keef. I brought Chief Keef to town, and we did the live broadcast and everything. They opened up. I got them an opening slot for the concert. They left that concert and went to another spot where one of the Bad Boy reps was watching the performances. So they liked their performance and, you know, wanted them to come down and do some work. You know, we got to go up to Bad Boy's office next Sunday to go talk to him about doing some extra work. So, you know, the manager called him down, and they called their manager, and he called me up and said, you know, the guys always wanted to work with you as far as doing music. I just did a CD project for him, which is another thing that I do.
He Mr. Do It Up!
So, you know, we had kind of a little business tie there, plus, you know, personal ends. We know each other, you know, on the personal side. So he called me up and said, you know, Bad Boy wants them to open up for the MMG tour. And, you know, they also want the radio station to come down, have X105 do a live broadcast. So it was a win-win situation, you know. So we just got kind of plugged in there. It's just a blessing.
Yeah. God. So, yeah. Patience.
Indeed.
You have to have the patience.
Years of it. Does not happen overnight, people. Does not happen.
All right. So we got into the meat of that situation is cool. Mm-hmm. So now let's talk about the business side, the studio side. Okay. Because I see you making moves, and then I know a lot of people don't see me making moves, but I'm just trying to grind it out. But you feel me? Inside scoop, it's moving.
Well, shoot.
But like I said, it's about you. So tell me something about your moves.
Oh man. Also outside of X105, I own another company called Redz on Studio. We've been in operation with that for professionally, I say since about 07, 08. I've been doing studio recording work for over 10, 12 years now. But I really started getting seriously into it right around the time I had my last job and my daughter was born. And, you know, dead-end job. Well, I would say dead-end job, but it was something that I didn't really like to be in. You know, it was just paying the bills. And, you know, it got to a point where I was doing my 9 to 5. I come home and I have studio clients from probably like 7 in the evening all the way to like 3 in the morning, get about 3 hours of sleep, get up, do the 9 to 5 thing all over again. So I'm looking like, all right, well, I can either make $13 an hour with my 9 to 5 and have to get up and run all over the place and, you know, do stuff that I don't really want to do, or I can stay in my own studio, make my own moves, and make twice as much money on my own time, tax free at that. So, so I'm looking at it like, well, you know, let me weigh my options, and it got to a point where, you know, the job wasn't working out for me, and I just started feeling some type of way about it, and one day I just quit. You know,
just let it go.
And you know, after that, you know, I took Craigslist as one of my tools of advertising, and I got out there, started advertising the business, and people started coming through in the daytime hours that I was usually working, and I was doing the thing 24/7 now. So, you know, outside of the recording studio, I branched off from that and started doing graphic design, and
just to do it,
turned that into. I started doing custom CDs as well. I was actually doing CDs for myself as a DJ, and just put mixtapes out, and people started seeing how good the work was. So it got to a point where it's like, where did you get this done, man? You know, people want the same thing that I got, and I thought about it. I was like, man, I could really turn this into a business right here. It's really a demand for it. So, you know, I started the whole custom CD and DVD duplication service, and that just kind of tied into everything, because now people can come to my studio, get everything from artist development to studio recording to graphic design, photography, custom CDs, and now that we have our new building, you can get all that done in one building, and then
stop and shop.
Walk right across the hall and get an interview on the radio. So the promotion is there now. You know, it's all there.
So sign me up.
You already in? You in?
If you aren't in yet.
It's already done, man. You already know I'm show love, man.
All right, definitely. So tell the people where they can find you at.
Oh man, they can if you want to get studio work done, call me up 888-284-5227. That's Redz on Studio. If you want to find out more about the radio station, go to x1051.com. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram and Cinemagram at X1051, and you can also follow the studio as well at Redz on Studio. Follow me too at DJ Redz 410. That's on Instagram, Cinemagram, Twitter, and
Foursquare.
Yeah,
all these social networks. Come on, man. Can we just find one?
I mean, it's a blessing, man. We've never in life had a chance to really, you know, put ourselves out there and really advertise our businesses and our skills like that without these social networks.
You know what they say? They said the industrial period ended last century, and now we're in the connect age.
Exactly.
So if you gotta get with it, people. You gotta get with it. So before you get out of here. I know you thought she was going to creep out that door.
You had something for me. What's up?
You knew it was coming.
You got to get the scoop, man.
All right, I'm going to ask you 3 questions.
What's
all
up?
right.
What's
All right. So the first question is, this is going to be a nice fit.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
But nah, like, what is your passion? Like, why do you think you are the man you are, who you are today?
Oh, man, my passion really started with music. I've been doing music for forever. You know, I started off as a DJ when I was 14, and I turned into a producer from there, and engineer. I mean, everything that's been surrounded by music, I've always had that aspect of it in my life. I mean, even my parents, you know, my mom, she was a singer, and she had a group with her brothers and sisters, so it's just kind of in my blood, man. So, you know, that's really what drives me. And, you know, now I have a daughter. She's like my ultimate, you know, she's like, she drives my determination. You know, everything that I do is basically for her, you know. So I really thank God for even putting her in my life, because that just pushed me that much harder to make me do what I'm doing now. So
I feel it, man.
Yeah, man.
And I'm definitely proud for you.
Thank you.
Second question. Now, this is no shade when I say it, you know what I mean? I just want to make some clarity.
Okay.
So your name is Redz, but there is another Redz too.
Oh yeah, that's my man.
So everything's cool.
Oh yeah. I mean, we had some we had our differences at first. You know, we were trying to figure out how we can solve the problem of having the same name, because it got to a situation where he was thinking that people were coming to me thinking that I was him, and I had the same situation where people was coming to me thinking he was me. And you know, I never had a problem with it because of the fact that if somebody did come to me and say, "Oh yeah, are you the Redz that worked for so and so or did that and the third?" I tell them no, you know, that's him, you know, and I definitely refer the people back over to him. And you know, it was no kind of cutthroat on business or anything, because I can say this: we are really in two separate lanes.
Yes.
Right, really. Like, I mean, he DJs, I DJ. That might be probably the only thing that we have in common. But outside of that, you know, that's my man. When we met, yeah, when we met, you know, it was that's back in the day, man. When Metro 2 was still in the Plaza, Plaza.
Shout out to the man. Metro 2, the whole movement.
Yeah, big shout out to my man Purple. Yeah, I mean, like I came in there and he was actually working at the store, and I had CDs on the shelf, and that's when we first met and found out that we even had the same name or whatever. So, you know, after a while he started getting to stardom and everything, and you know, like I said, it came to a head. But at the end of the day, you know, he's making his money, I'm making my money, everybody's in their own lane. I'm comfortable with the shoes I'm in. I'm sure he is with his, and you know, it's all good, man. I follow him on Instagram and everything. Big shout outs to DJ Redz, WPTC.
Right. So all right. So before we get out of here, last question. What's the hardest one?
Okay.
So how many women have you had in one night?
Oh, no.
There you go. Boom goes dynamite. Boom goes dynamite. Boom goes dynamite.
I gotta answer that on film?
Yes, you do.
Oh man.
Inside scoop.
I'm gonna say one. All right. Oh man, Jesus Lord, you put me on the spot.
I mean,
I mean, it's the inside scoop. Y'all want the scoop? Y'all in? I mean, hey, I'd say my birthday. I had like a foursome on one of my birthdays, but that's like the extent. Hope you enjoyed your scoop.
You got it. That's the inside scoop, you know. So hey, to check him out. That's
Mr. I Do It All, man.
Mr. Do It All. It's your boy Scoop. You see what you do. So you want to come interview? Just hit us up on the email at theinsidescoop@gmail.com. If you think you should sit here, you know what I mean?
Man out, man.
Inside Scoop, stay tuned, people. Last question. Are you in, baby? Let's get it.